Okay, I just saw this article on Fox News about Chelsea Handler praising Louis Farrakhan for his powerful, powerful rhetoric on race. Uh, Let me just read some of it to you. Comedian Chelsea Handler raised eyebrows for praising remarks from Nation of Islam founder Louis Farrakhan, who has faced controversy for decades over remarks widely seen as anti Semitic. He's not the founder of Nation of Islam. I'll get into that in a minute. The 45-year-old comic took to Instagram on Sunday and shared an old clip from the Phil Donahue show where Farrakhan was taking questions from the audience. One woman asked, "Why can't white people, black people, Jewish people come together?" Farrakhan responded by saying the desire is good, but the reality is the total opposite. He accused the audience of viewing black Americans as second class or inferior citizens and enforcing black inferiority by stripping their African culture dating back to the slavery and pushed white culture onto them, citing white names, the English language, and white Jesus as examples. When another white audience member expressed her concern that she hears violence from his rhetoric, Farrakhan insisted she had deep guilt and feared that if black people come to power, that they would commit violence on white people. He says the white people have had committed violence on black people for years. Farrakhan rejected the accusation from an attendee that he has a prejudice against white people, saying that after 400 years of oppression, he and other black people are looking at reality of what we have suffered and continue to suffer. Then she says, "I learned a lot from watching this powerful video," Handler said to her 4 million Instagram followers. God, 4 million. There's a lot of, never mind. Several Instagram users slammed Handler for sharing a video praising Farrakhan. One replied, "So based on this logic, if you find a video of Hitler saying something positive and powerful, you will feel equally compelled to share it? You gave hate credibility and a large platform today." Now listen to this response. It'll blow your mind. Handler responded, "No, because Hitler was responsible for killing millions of lives. Farrakhan is just responsible for his own promotion of anti-Semitic beliefs." They are very different. Can you believe that? He's just responsible for his own promotion of anti-Semitic beliefs. Wow. But he's not racist or anything. He just has some anti-Semitic beliefs. Handler isn't the first celebrity to praise Farrakhan in recent days. Rapper Ice Cube cited the Honorable Nation of Islam founder on Twitter following a series of anti-Semitic tweets that pushed Jewish conspiracies. Here's his tweet. "The Honorable Louis Farrakhan continues to warn America to this very second, and he's labeled one of your evil names, and you turn your ears off. Why is the truth so offensive that you can't stand to hear it?" Wow. Wow. I was been curious of when Farrakhan's name was going to come up with all this stuff going on, because it's real interesting what the beliefs of the Nation of Islam is. Again, I've been doing some research. I found this out 2 or 3 years ago when I was having some problems with a black person at work and got to doing some digging and found out he was essentially a member of the Nation of Islam. So I started studying about that. Now, this is really interesting stuff here. The Nation of Islam was founded in 1930 by Wallace D. Fard. Fard changed his name to Elijah Muhammad and is believed to be, by Nation of Islam, the third and final prophet of God after Muhammad. Okay, I'm sorry. I misread that earlier. I thought he founded Nation of Islam. No, he's not. So I take that back. Sorry, correction. He then began teaching followers the following as gospel. This is as truth. White men were created by an evil scientist named Jacob 6,600 years ago and allowed by Allah to rule the black man for 6,000 years. The experiment that made white man took 600 years. And how the story goes, he took these germs, is like the story I read, from black people and infused them in others, and their skin got a little lighter and a little lighter and a little lighter till, over a period of 600 years, he came up with the white man. So, so Allah told him that the white man can rule over the black man for 6,000 years. Now, the other interesting thing is, with what's going on today, is that a lot of black people believe that 6,000 years is up. So I believe, this is just my opinion, but I believe Obama was a Nation of Islam member, and he's starting the chaos of all the black, or what he called race relations problems, to where we are today. So that's just my opinion. I don't know, but if they truly think that 6,000 years is up and Allah is going to judge the white people, I can understand why this is happening. So let's go on. The final product was so evil, they became devils. We're devils. Black Muslims called the white man blue-eyed devils and blame all the suffering in the world upon them. He tells followers that all black men today are part of the God race. God and black are one. And there is, if you Google it, you can even find videos of professors or experts or doctors explaining that they've traced genes, I don't know how they do this, all the way back to the first man, and he was black. The genes were black. They were black genes. So the original man was black. God and black are one. Therefore, all blacks are divine. The opposite of black is evil. Therefore, all white men are evil. Notice that word there, all. 1. The black race is thus divine and superior to all other races. Modern blacks came into existence some 66 trillion years ago, when a great explosion ripped the moon from the earth. These people were black and called the tribe of Shabazz. They explored the earth and settled the better places to live, two of which are at the Nile Valley and Mecca. The white race is the race of devils. This message is centered to his teachings and is repeated over and over throughout his works. In his book, Message to the Black Man, he tells Muslims, the enemies of Allah are known at present as the white race of Europe, or European race, who are the sole people responsible for misleading 9/10 of the total population of the black nation. Why does Muhammad and any Muslims murder the devil, white man? Because the devil is 100% wicked and will not keep and obey the laws of Islam. His ways and actions are here like a snake. Each Muslim is required to kill 4 devils. Louis Farrakhan is today's leader of the Nation of Islam and believes that he is the vehicle through which Muhammad speaks to his people today. Farrakhan says Christianity is the gutter religion. We're in the gutter, us Christians. That worships of a dead prophet. Boy, is he going to be surprised someday. And Elijah Muhammad, the real Christ, would be returning soon to execute judgment upon the white devil. Farrakhan says, the Honorable Elijah Muhammad, I am here to declare, is risen. The Jesus you have been seeking and waiting for, his return, has been in your midst for 40 years. But you knew not who he was. Then Jesus the Christ returns in darkness to gather up his people and to destroy the world, Armageddon, destruction of the race of devils, the white race. Get your life in order, because when he returns, he doesn't come to play. He comes to kill all those who have not heard and responded to the Nation of Islam's message properly. And if you reject him, Elijah Muhammad, woe to you on his return. Wow. This, I heard Louis Farrakhan wasn't a very good man, very anti-Semitic, very against whites. Wait, wouldn't that make him racist? Anyways, so I just thought this was very interesting. I knew Farrakhan's name was going to pop up here sometime with all this going on, because again, like the story says, they think the 6,000 years is up, and it's time to judge the white devils. So I keep checking to see if I have any horns growing yet. I don't, so maybe I'm still too young. I don't know how old devils get, but you never know. So I just had to share that with you guys. It's amazing. It is amazing what's going on in the world today. So I strongly suggest that you seek Jesus and be saved, because if you seek him, you'll find him. Because he doesn't want anyone to perish. He wants everyone to join him, not Elijah Muhammad. So, good night.